Marketing 3 part-time, where we are going to continue with customer experience. So last week, if you remember, we were discussing customer relationship. Do you remember that, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, we
sir.
do.
We're discussing customer relationships, and there are a lot of the things that we touched on that are related to our daily human relationships. You know, things like satisfaction, things like loyalty, things like trust, things like commitment. You know, these are the things that we find in human relationships, not just relationships, but also family relationships. You know, all of a sudden, brothers and sisters are no longer on good speaking terms. You know, things like that. Or you hear someone saying that he makes me happy, he satisfies me, but is not loyal to me. Or she makes me happy, uh, you know, she's more loyal than she's satisfied to me. So all those components, we also use them in digital marketing, and we have seen people being happy with Pick and Pay, but they would still go to Woolies. People being so loyal to Apple, but they've got a Samsung handset. So why are we having those dynamics? You know, in digital marketing? And we can realize that as someone raised, I can't remember which class was it, that it's human nature not to be reliable. To some extent, someone would be trying to say that it's human nature to cheat. It's human nature not to love and stick to one brand. And it's human nature not to love and stick to one partner. What do you think, guys? Is it true?
Sorry, I think I'm having network issues. I can hear you, then I can't hear you.
I don't know, sir.
Then I can hear you.
It's human nature not to stick to one brand. It's human nature not to stick to one partner. So, like humans were born to cheat, not to be
Not all.
reliable. Do
Not
you guys
all.
think it's true?
Yes,
Not all.
Hmm.
Or it depends, as everyone normally say.
Yeah, it
it,
depends.
Mm.
yeah, it's
We then
the
discussed whether loyalty and satisfaction can be natural or it needs to be nurtured. You know, some brands they can have this naturally. Some need some strategies to make sure that they maintain retention. So today we are going to start on a new topic. We are going to be looking at customer experience, and I know that you guys are well familiar with this term customer experience. You might have come across it, or you normally come across it in your daily work life. You know, CX. But today we are going to discuss customer experience from a digital marketing perspective. And at the end of this lesson, you should be able to create an effective digital experience. So these are the key terms that you are going to come across as this lesson progresses. You are going to come across customer experience, you are going to come across digital experience, you're going to come across digital customer experience, you're going to come across conversion rate, optimization, you're going to come across customer experience management, as well as customer journey. Which terms would you feel like they are very strange to you, or you would struggle to describe or explain them?
And
I'm okay, sir,
none for me.
with them.
You have heard them before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. As usual, we're going to have a class exercise. So, just from your knowledge, just from your point of view, no right answer, no correct answer, no wrong answer. When you hear the term customer experience, what comes to your mind?
how felt,
Uh,
how somebody felt when using a certain brand.
I didn't hear you, Kanye.
Say you think about how somebody felt when they were using a certain brand. Did that how did that brand make them feel? Right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I was saying you think about how a brand made somebody feel, and yeah, how they felt about using that brand.
Okay, and let's hear others. Welcome, Mr. Matlangu, and I wish you a quick recovery.
Yes, quick recovery.
for me, customer experience, I think it's basically the the service that the company gives to the customer from when they come into contact with the company to their buying decision, and also just keeping the relationship even after they've bought whatever item, whatever service that the company offers. That experience, it's what makes them go big, I think, all the time, or rather to consider that company.
Okay, perfect. What you guys are saying is correct. There are so many elements of customer experience that you have mentioned, the feel and the treatment. You realize that customer experience builds on customer relationship management. So the way the brand interacts with you, the way the brand makes you feel, the way the brand help you navigate, their products or their site, the overall treatment that you get from the brand as a visitor and as a customer. So not necessarily as a customer, but the moment you start engaging with a brand to the post purchase, period, that feeling, the totality of that feeling, that's customer experience. So as you may well aware, customer experience can be completely different from Jolo, because people tend to be sweet when things are still fresh and new, right? You promise each other heavens and earth, how you are the one in a million. Yeah, I can ride you, are my ride or die, whatever, whatever. During the onboarding session, when you are busy sharing each other. Then the moment you now are deep in the relationship, all of a sudden everyone relaxes. But with customer experiences, there has to be consistency from brand awareness to post purchase. There has to be consistent, the same heavens and earth that you are promising the customer at the beginning. It should be the same at the end. I hear someone was complaining that they bought a car from the garage, and the salespeople were so flowery, telling them about how good a Mini Cooper is, how amazing the service they are going to get. So this was the person from a sales department. Then finally, they were convinced, they had a good experience with the salespeople, and they were convinced to buy that car. Then after a while of driving that car, they needed service, and when they went there, they got terrible support from another department, which is the service department. So you can see the brand is the same, but the treatment from departments are different, and the treatment within the stage of the customer journey are also different. They were treated well before they bought the car, but now after they've bought the car, they are now treated like trash. So that's not good customer experience. And we normally witness this, especially in relationships. When things are still new, people, are so lovey-dovey. Even if, you are done talking online, you start asking silly things like, when's that? Are you brushing your head? Because you just feel like talking to each other. I don't know if you guys can you saying no. Guys, haven't you been in such stages of relationships?
Yeah. Well, I have.
Kanye kuningi osazokufunda wena?
It's just that this is there's one question I hate, and I hate so much, and guys normally like to ask it, and I know this because when we chat with when we have a a girls talk with my friends, they also confirm that it's like each and every guy likes asking that question, but I hate it. I don't know why you guys ask it, but
Let's hear it so that we don't use it even in our relationships.
why must you ask us that?
I've never asked that.
Yeah, so
But I know why they asked that anyway, but yeah, I won't reveal it because I'm a man.
okay.
How? They just tell us how Batun.
Whether you don't doom Jolo, so you do not have a
How?
right to ask.
I cannot say when I do it. How? When I do it.
I might have been wrong, it depends on the timing, but mostly they ask at night. Is it so, Toby, or they ask when you're at home in your room?
Yeah.
And the question that follows after asking that, send me a picture.
Exactly. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
So
I hate.
now you understand, Kanye, what is it that they want?
Yeah.
I want Mr. Matlang to say that in his team. But yeah, it's a typical question that I've come across several times, and I know why that question, and that question can also determine the success or the failure of a relationship, because it also shows some levels of how submissive you are as a lady.
For real.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But if I don't partake on the question, that means I'm not submissive. If I don't follow or if I don't entertain.
Yes, it would be like not really not submitting. Like it would just tell someone whether this is a committed person or not. Especially during
How?
first time, you just want to test each other. We are going to talk about growth hacking anyway, how to test in digital marketing. But you'll be testing each other, like how loyal is this person, how passive or submissive is this person. If I ask them, what are you wearing, regardless of what they are wearing, and they say, send me a picture, will they send a picture or there will be stories? So on that, it can be determined. For example, if you say you are wearing a gown, or you're saying, oh, I'm only wearing underwear, they are saying, can you please send me a picture so that I can see what you are wearing? Then you send it. You now be like, this one is going to say yes to most of the things that I ask. It's not like I wanted your picture. I just wanted to see your willingness to send.
Yeah.
you know. Then these who are gold diggers, not necessarily gold diggers, but those who love money, will be like, send me money for data first, so that I send you a picture. So already you can tell the nature of the relationship that you're going to have with someone. I don't know if you get what I mean, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because some will be like, get data kabani, send me 5 gig, and the data in most cases will be actually extremely more than the data required to send that picture. Then you can see that no, this one is going to need lots of favors from me, you know. And depending on the answer, serious, these things normally happen when the relationship is still new. Because when you have known each other, there's no need to ask someone what are you wearing, because mostly you'd even know almost half of their wardrobe, you know.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. I wanted to review much deeper, but I realized that this lesson is being recorded. So yeah, there are actually many ways why many do that. Probably.
Mm.
Ask me some other time, I'll tell you. But I might be wrong, because one man's view it might be different from another man.
But Matlang is too quiet for my liking. Like,
He said he's not feeling well.
No,
oh.
I'm listening.
And I know that he
And
was
I'm sure
I'm
going
it's
to
I'm
like laying
elaborate
guard,
this.
laying guard,
I'm
lay.
just listening to the conversation.
And I know, Mr. Maslanguti, you were going to explain this gashi.
How so?
Mr. Matlango, do you agree or you have got a different perspective?
No, you're quite correct. Yeah, you're on point.
Okay.
And I don't understand why Toby doesn't want to participate when someone asking her what she's wearing.
I just hate that question so much.
You'll be testing water.
I
Hmm.
Huh? You know, when you said you'll be testing water, I just had an imagination of the depth of a sea.
Yeah, whether it's sweet or sour or it's just tasteless.
Hmm. Ah, that's very
Well,
true. You know, now we are now getting real wisdom.
yo,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, some wouldn't mind even if they are wearing nothing, they can send whatever they are wearing.
Ah,
Even if it's a birthday suit.
oh so see.
Toby there?
That's how we see these pictures trending on social media, and never mean. Mm-mm.
Ah, it depends now with the kind of a person that you have, honestly.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
true.
you can
On that
never
one, I can
trust.
guarantee you.
Then we
I
go
also
back
It's
to
don't
the
true.
part
support
of
that one.
cheating. You know,
It's
someone can
true.
say no, don't worry. I swear I'm not gonna, and then they end up doing it. Whereas you trusted that person that they will not, expose that
It's
part of you, but they end up
it's
doing
true,
it.
Toby. It depends by person that you're
They
with.
rather
Hmm.
do it all.
Yeah, it depends, honestly, Toby. Some of us have received them, we've never published them. We are not publishers.
Wow. I mean, we were talking about customer experience, guys. I don't want to sleep at 10 today. I want to sleep at 10.
Okay, guys, how do digital technologies cultivate CX? Based on what you have just told me about the feeling and the treatment that you get from brands. Since you are talking about digital marketing, how do you think digital tools could enhance this?
Mm. Say it could attend fast to customer problems.
Okay, so it could bring convenience per se.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Then, guys, why are we discussing digital? Are we discussing customer experience in digital marketing? Like, what is the significance of this? How do you think CX, influence digital marketing?
To help us improve on the services that we give our customers.
Okay, that's perfect. Remember, guys, digital marketing is about the promotion of a brand, its products, its employees, and all its aspects on digital platforms. So, the reason why we discuss customer experience is because customer experience has got an impact on customer retention. The way you would treat your customers would determine whether they are going to come back or they are going to switch to other brands. Same thing with Mjolo. If you are not treated well, you elope. But if you are treated well, you can come back for more. I think I've asked you guys at some point whether you'd go back to your exes or not. And some of you, before I even finished talking, were like, a hell no. The reason why you'd say no in capital letters, it is because of the treatment that you got from them, right?
Yeah, true.
Right?
Because in the first place, you wouldn't have left them if they treated you well. So it's the same thing with branding, guys. If you are treated well, you can always go back. If you are happy with the products, from each stage, not only the purchase stage, even when you are broke, are they communicating with you? Are they sending you products? Are they promoting the product the way they could have been promoting? Then you can always come back when you've got money. So the relationship with Mjolo would still be the same. That's why some, even after a while, could still go back, to their exes. But sometimes some customers are stuck with the brands because there's no competition or because there are no notable competitors. You'd realize that despite the bad treatment that you get from Lenovo, you still feel like Lenovo is the best compared to Dell, HP, and all these other computer brands. So at the end of the day, you could also be stuck with a brand, not because uh, they are giving you good customer experience, but because you have got uh, nowhere to go. So some of you might also be stuck with your partners. You might be stuck going back to your exes because there's no one who can take you. Kanye?
But also, I'd like
Yes, sir.
to say that, with we, as much as you are right, your statement is very right. I guess that's why you then find some customers that would say, especially those who are vocal, they will say that, you know what, maybe a certain brand is such a good brand because of its offering. However, please talk to the people that are like promoting your brand, for example. Maybe your employees are not treating us good, and then, and because of this, now we are having second thoughts. But because it's quite a good brand, please work on your employees' attitude or whatever the case may be.
Mm. Yes, yes, that's very true.
So I
The
feel like
same way,
employees make or break the brand.
that's completely true. Kanye, you had something in mind?
No, sir. When
Okay.
it comes to that, I don't have anything.
But guys, experience is the best feel ever. Good or bad experience can determine whether you stick to something or not. Not only brands, not only Mjolo, even if you have got a good experience with digital marketing, it can actually determine the level of commitment that you put to it and whether you're going to pass it with flying colors or not. So that's why we discuss customer experience, because the experience that customers get can lead to many things like end media. They can talk about you without being asked to do so because the treatment that they are getting is exquisite. How many times have we heard people, bragging about Woolies? Their water is photosynthesis. Their water, it makes you speak English in tongues. And they've never been asked to do so by Woolies. They just become brand advocates. Think about most of the Apple users, iPhone users. They would just talk about Apple without being told. Even in relationships, if your partner is treating you very, very well, you know, even if you are not that talkative person, all of a sudden you are bragging, umuntu wami this, umuntu wami that, even when you didn't even ask you about umuntu wako. It's because of the treatment. If the treatment was that bad, you wouldn't be talking about that person. And even when asked, you'd say something like, naelo, like a one word thing. But because of treatment, it just makes you vomit all good things, all positive things, because you're getting the good treatment from that. I don't know if you guys do agree with me or you disagree with me.
Very much agree.
Mm. Even parents, by the way, be it a church, before even announcements, hey, my daughter this, hey, my daughter has got a degree. Hey, it's all about experience, you know. So customer experience is a totality of cognitive, affective, sensory, and behavioral consumer responses during all stages of the consumption process, including pre-purchase, consumption, and post-purchase stages. So as you can see, it's cognitive, it's all about the mind and the brain. Affective, it's all about the feelings, what is in your heart. Sensory, it's all about the senses that you have. So you've got a sense of touch, a sense of smell, a sense of hearing, a sense of this and that. We have got five senses, I remember. So customer experience includes what you think, what is on your mind about the brand, includes what you feel about the brand, includes what you can sense about the brand, includes the behavior surrounded a brand. I'll give you examples of this. So when it comes to cognitive, it's all about the imaginations that you have in your mind about that brand. Then when it comes to affective, it's all about the feelings, the emotions attached to that brand. And when it comes to sensory, it is all about uh, all these senses that are attached to that brand. For example, if you are good at if McDonald's is your best or if Nando's is your best, you can actually smell their food without even looking at them. You'll be like, no, I'm smelling a Nando's here. Even when it's hidden in the satchel or in a basket in the lunchbox, you can actually smell that jalapeno McDonald because of the experience that you've had. Or even if they blindfold you and they ask you to eat, you can use your sense of taste to know that what I'm having here is a KFC streetwise. You know, guys, haven't you been in such situations whereby your senses are so attached to a brand, be it your speck or rice or whatever?
Yes.
Mm. Then, if we are into cars, if you have got a good experience, for example, with igusheshe, the behavior of that gusheshe when it's you know revving, that sound brututututu or whatever, you can actually know the behavioral characteristics of that product. That this thing that I'm listening to here is a BMW. It is not a Renault. It is not a Hyundai. And all these are based on experience from pre-purchase before you even start buying up to post purchase. So digital experience is an interaction between a user and a brand that is made possible because of digital technology. So you can never talk about experience without mentioning interaction. There have to be a sort of an engagement with the brand, with the product. You can never talk good things about your family or good things about your partner if we do not have good interactions with them. So interaction is actually the intersection between customer experience and the brand. Then digital customer experience, the brand's total digital experience includes a brand's presence on different platforms, including desktop, websites, mobile sites, apps, ads on gaming platforms, and so on. So realize that in lessons to come, we are going to talk about websites, we are going to talk about mobile applications, and we are going to talk about social media. The quality of digital experience is based on the combination of rational and emotional factors of using a brand's online service that influence customers' perception of a brand. So integrating online in-store should be top priority for all multi-channel brands looking to create an experiential and destination shopping experience. Then how do you cultivate digital experiences? How do you create effective digital experiences? Given the popularity of digital services for finding out about brands and products, improving the capability to create and maintain these effective online brand presence is a key part of digital marketing. So here, effective means that the presence must deliver relevance and a satisfactory digital customer experience for its audience. At the same time, effective means the presence must support add value to the brand to deliver results for the brand. And I'd reckon that you guys at some point you have been to a website or to an application for a brand and you actually found yourself you've actually found yourself in such a situation where you ask yourself like why are they even using this website, because it's not giving you you know that purpose. Like, why am I here? I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Have you come across that, guys?
Yes.
You're on a website, they are showing you a product, there's no even click to buy, you don't even know where to purchase it.
Mm.
Mm.
Like looking for a job, you don't even you use the
Mm-mm.
website, but you don't even know where to click.
To click apply, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the
Af-
small things. Those are the small things that significantly affects customer experiences. I think I've heard one of the things that most ladies always talk about. Like it's all about small things. What is it that you guys say about small things in Jolo?
The little things matter.
Yes. When I know you've got PhD in that department, it's all about these small things that matter. So it's the same thing with marketing. As a brand, you must not undermine a small thing like a missing button or a missing clickable link, thinking that it won't affect customer experience. That small thing can turn away a potential customer and even million customers, especially if it's a brand that has got million visitors per day and there's no call to action. You realize that at the end of the day, it's not effective. Effective designs are based on integrating with the entire customer journey for different audiences and different scenarios to achieve the best result. So customer journey is the description of modern multi-channel buyer behavior as consumers use different media to select suppliers, make purchases, and gain support. So you might realize that someone can buy from a website, but go and complain on social media. Why don't you go and complain on the website where you initially bought that product? It is because consumers use different, channels. So how do you design online presence? You realize that in one of the lessons, guys, I'm going to ask you whether it is easy or not to locate you offline or online. Some people right now, even if I were to come to your communities and I ask about Tobile, they would even never know who you are. Maybe they know you with another name.
Tobile, straight, like through and through, Tobile.
Like, who is Kanye? Where is she from? So online presence is crucial because online presence can affect the way people locate you as a brand. People must never struggle to search Boston Media House and find it online. Service provided by partners online and other websites, quality of outbound, quality of processing inbound, and integrating with offline communications. It has to be easy when you are designing online presence, especially now when there are so many parody accounts, when there are so many counterfeit fake goods that look similar to the original brand. So you need to maintain a good presence. If you do not do so, haters or enemies are going to hijack your profile. For example, if you are Woolies and you do not have a verifiable social media page, someone is going to create a page and claim that they are Woolies. Do you know about parody accounts, guys?
No.
Yes, I do know.
Yeah. Tell her Tobile. Someone can be Tobile Mhlongo online having posts about Tobile, but they are not the real Tobile.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
basically someone creating an account acting as if it's you. They steal your pictures, everything,
Yes.
as if it's you, whereas it's not you.
Yo,
So something
okay.
like identity theft.
So is it similar to when somebody hacks you?
No, this is not really hacking.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be someone creating the account, but with your details, like they've got access to your identity, but their username and everything is theirs. Hacking is
Yeah.
when someone has got unauthorized access to your account.
Okay.
But you are also going to talk about hacking in the next 3 or 4 lessons.
Okay, sir.
So as a brand, if you do not maintain online presence, you might realize that there are some people are actually doing that on your behalf, but for any other purposes. So this is the pyramid for the online customer experience. Guys, it is in your textbook. I'm not going to spend much time on this. Uh, just when looking at the pyramid, you've got rational values. So rational means that you are using facts. You are objective. Then there are emotional values. Emotional values, from the word emotions, you are being subjective. It's based on emotions. Then you've got promised experiences. So realize that first it becomes rational, then all of a sudden it gets personal, then you've got those imagined, promised experience. So in conclusion, this lesson should have helped you to define success factors that contribute to an effective digital experience delivered as a website, mobile app, or where relevant in-store, virtual or augmented reality. Furthermore, you should be able to access the strengths and weakness of different service quality of e-loyalty framework. Are there any questions?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Nothing.
Now we are going to look at website and app development. Yeah, I'm going to be very fast today.